Is everybody on track? Cause this Friday ain't black. Cause we ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit. Well, I stand up and never quit. We ain't buying shit. From the 25th of November to the 5th of December. Remember, we ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit. This Friday ain't black. Cause we got each other's back. We ain't buying shit. We ain't buying shit. We ain't buying. We ain't buying. We ain't buying shit. Shaka Khan.
So you all got it on y'all breasts, booty, thighs, lips. That's the worm on the hook.
Breast, booty, thighs, lips. That's the worm on the hook, y'all, in case you didn't know. Breast, booty. Breast, booty, thighs. Breast, booty, thighs. Breast, booty, thighs. Breast, booty, thighs.
Boy, what the fuck?
Huh?
No. No.
Fire. You like it? That's hot. That's hot.
Yes, I'm speaking to you. Musty tether, where you fleeing to? Musty tether, yes, I'm speaking to you. Musty tether, where you fleeing to?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
The racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Go where you're being a racist! Racist!
Shut the fuck up. Shut all the way the fuck up until you reach the top of Shut Fuck Mountain, where there are no more fuck ups to shut.
We having a show. What are you doing?
We're having a show. Mick said I couldn't help it. I can't help it. If I wanted to, I would have
You
helped
don't just randomly start fucking singing.
it.
You don't just you got Tourette's?
Hmm?
You got Tourette's? You bought a microphone and got Tourette's?
What? What? Tourette's? What?
You didn't just fucking be in the middle of a show and just start singing shit. Soon as I get home from work, and I never die, never let you down.
I love you.
As long as I'd give you love. Oh, that's that shit. That's Babyface. Your bills are covered. Ooh, baby. As soon as I get home from work. That was that shit.
Slaves built the pyramids. Slaves built the Parthenon. Slaves built America. Slaves, this is your song. Thank you. Slaves. Thank you. Slaves. Thank you. Slaves. Slaves, this is your song. Thank you.
We're done. We're finished.
We like free stuff. So we came out here to get all this free stuff. But then the call saying you can't get the free stuff. What? Cause the people want to take it. And how y'all gonna take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's free.
So I got my 2 baskets and pick the bus or whatever.
Wait a damn minute.
We get down here, we get some free stuff.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not just let us get the items and invest and be okay? We are black women. We care about our crown. Why not give back to the community and let us get the product? The tools, any other eviction.
It is difficult. You don't go blind because you married. I see titties and booties every day. I see titties and booties every day.
I see titties and booties every day.
I see titties and booties every day. Brothers, y'all gonna leave me out here? I need the men to stand up and say amen. If you ain't said that, all sir.
Let the church say amen.
Titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties. I see titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties. I see titties and every day. Titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties. I see titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and
Wait, the wing makes go.
What kind of shit is that?
booties, booties and titties and titties and booties, titties and titties and titties and every day. Booties and titties and titties and booties, booties and titties and titties and booties, booties and titties and titties and booties, booties and titties and titties and every day. Titties and booties, 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 titties and booties. I need the men to stand up and say amen. brothers, y'all gonna leave me out here? Titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties. I see titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties, titties and booties. I see titties and every day.
Happy Monday, besties. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What's going on with y'all? We are here again. Shout out to y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Please make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. I appreciate you. I'm going to try not to use it so much, but I want to, okay? Meaning this microphone pause, because I know Reaper is here about to say something. Anyway, shout out to y'all. I see you. I appreciate you again. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Y'all, we have things to talk about. And while I have time, I'm not going to be here all night. All right? I is tired, right? Ooh, my bad. All right. Make sure everything is all right with the mic. Anyway, y'all, it's a little depressing right now, okay? It's a little depressing right now. We're about to go over some of these deaths and destruction, and things of that nature, because people is wild and out here, all right? You already know what I'm talking about. There's a couple of things going on. Then I don't know how I found this this mess with the Black. It actually comes from Daily Wrap Up Crew and Ask a Brother podcast. Shout out to them. With this Clubhouse thing about Black women as the KKK for force against you sassy straights. Yeah. We're going to get through it. Okay. We're going to get through it. All right. So hopefully you got some time today, wherever you are. If it don't look right, go back to the channel, hit the other live stream. That's probably the one that you're looking for. There's 4 live streams plus Twitch. Make sure you hit the like button there as well. Subscribe. I appreciate you. Shout out to Generation X. All right. Because Generation Z don't know who none of these people are. All right. They know. I don't even know. Who do y'all know? Who do these people know? You know, Krishan. You know, Blueface. You know them people that be on Zeus Network. These are not, I mean, they're real people, but they're going to leave no type of legacy on this earth when they leave, if that makes sense. They're nobodies, actually, at the end of the day. But y'all love them. We getting this party started, child, because, oh my God. Shout out to those that grew up with their grandmother, because if you did, more than likely, you know who Anthony Geary is, also known as Tony Geary from General Hospital. Luke Spencer, Luke and Laura, the most famous romantic couple ever from the soaps. He died. Now, he's 78 years old, so, you know, from that perspective, I guess he lived a long life, but it still kind of can shake up a Generation Xer to say, Lord have mercy, we're getting closer and closer. Right? We're getting closer and closer, all right? So I know you've all at least heard of Luke and Laura. If you are Gen Z and you ain't heard of Luke and Laura, you need to leave right now, because I can't deal with y'all. I can't deal with y'all. I watch all these soap operas on ABC, General Hospital, All My Children, One Life to Live. It was something else. Those are the 3 main ones. Then I watch Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful a little bit. I was a soap opera junkie when I was in college.
This is amazing.
High school and college. I had to watch Luke and Laura's wedding, when they broke up, when they got back together, Sonny and Brenda, like, your grandmothers know, just like your grandmothers know about The Price is Right. If you're a Generation Xer anyway. Child, you Gen Zers, your grandmother's child out at the club right next to you. Sorry for your luck. I don't know what you want me to do about that. That's why y'all all effed up now. Except for our Gen Z. She all right. We accept her, okay? So yeah, Anthony Geary, General Hospital legend who played Luke Spencer, dies at 78. The actor played one half of daytime's biggest super couple on the long-running soap opera General Hospital. It says he played, how long did he play? It was wait. The actor died on Sunday, yesterday, December 14th, following complications from an operation 3 days prior. It was a shock for me and our families and friends. Gary's husband, Claudio Gamma, told the outlet in a statement, "For more than 30 years, Tony has been my friend, my companion, my husband." Now, I got to be honest with you. I didn't know he was ABCD. I didn't know he was ABCD. But that's neither here nor there. He was best known for playing Luke Spencer on General Hospital, a role he originated on the soap opera in 1978. And the thing about soap operas is that they can always come back. Child, they could be deleted on screen. They can always come back. Soap opera, that's the, it's so funny about soap operas. You see them deceased, you see them in the casket, all of a sudden they come back. The whole daggone season was a dream. Shout out to Dallas. If you know, you know. Luke was ultimately paired with Jenny Francis's Laura, and together they became daytime's biggest super couple. Their 1981 wedding was watched by 30 million people. That's like unheard of back then, right? The most watched episode in soap opera history. Geary left the series in 2015. In a statement shared with People on Monday, December 15th, General Hospital exec Frank Valentini, he's still on there, said the entire General Hospital family is heartbroken over the news. Tony was a brilliant actor and set the bar that we continue to strive. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Rest in peace to Tony Geary, first of all, okay? I'm traumatized. I'm telling you, I've recorded General Hospital, not recently, but I used to record it forever. This is just too much. But let me tell you something. This is bad. But if Eric Braeden dies, who is Victor Newman, I'm gonna have to take time off. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. If Eric Braeden dies, I'm gonna have to take some time off. I mean, they both at the same spot as far as I'm concerned, but I just feel like with Victor Newman, it'll be different. I don't know. He was born in Utah. I thought he lived in Amsterdam though, so he could smoke weed allegedly. Blah 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 blah. He had a happy childhood. Family was always close, but early on they realized I wasn't of this earth, that I wouldn't follow my father's lead. Demi Moore was on here. Who hasn't been on General Hospital though? Who ain't been on General Hospital though? He got a theater scholarship for the University of Utah. His early career consisted of guest roles, blah, blah. He was on All in the Family. We're about to go there. Archie Bunker's, he was a gay man who challenged Archie Bunker's homophobia. Archie Bunker was everything. The way that people are so sensitive today, ain't no way that they could watch All in the Family. That's another thing that even though I was young with All in the Family, I know Archie Bunker. And if you're Gen X, you know it too. All right, all the shows that he was on. He was even on Young and the Restless. Lord help you. There they are. She's so beautiful. Oh, Lord help your people. So he's supposed to be on General Hospital for 13 weeks. He allegedly raped Laura. You know, that's been a bone of contention with General Hospital for forever. Allegedly, he raped Laura. But then they ended up falling in love because, of course, the on-screen chemistry was so much that they said they had to pair them together, which is why he was on for longer than 13 weeks. Blah, blah. Gloria Monty, who used to be in charge of the show, I know she died. Jackie Zeman's dead too. Okay. In the beginning, Luke Spencer was a complete bastard, Geary told People in 1980. He was a cheap little punk who managed a disco. He did, and was a DOP runner for the mafia. He was a real deleter, but over time, his character became sympathetic and witty, thanks in large part to his romance with Francis's Laura. There he is. There it is. But that romance, which was beloved by millions of fans, had an ignominious start because Luke allegedly raped Laura, only for them to fall in love. Look, Elizabeth Taylor. Oh, I forgot about Liz, child. Oh, Lord have mercy. Child. All right. There they are. More recently, Luke and Laura. Anyway, rest in peace to Anthony Gary, child. Moving on. Let's get an update on, let me first say, I know you all know about Rob Reiner, which is, I rolled over this morning and I'm like, what the F? When it didn't say anything about the son at that time, but it was like, him and his wife were found STABBED. And I said, that's personal. I didn't think it was the son, but I'm like, that's personal. I don't know why. STABs just, I don't know. It just seems like it's personal all the time whenever I hear that. But KTLA says, son of Rob Reiner arrested in parent slaying. This is their coverage of it, y'all.
Breaking news, legendary actor and director Rob Reiner.
Child, that child looked like he didn't.
And Michelle Reiner's son has been arrested on suspicion of murder in connection with his parents' deaths. Thanks for joining us for the KTLA 5 News at Noon. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker. The couple's bodies were found in their Brentwood home yesterday afternoon.
And now their son, Nick Reiner, is in custody, accused of killing them. KTLA 5's Lauren Lister is in Brentwood with the latest information.
Hi there. The LA police chief announcing the arrest of the Reiner's adult son this morning. Behind me is the gate of the Brentwood home where authorities say the legendary Hollywood director and his wife were found dead fewer than 24 hours ago. Police confirming 78-year-old Rob Reiner and his wife, 68-year-old Michelle Reiner, were found dead Sunday, both suffering stab wounds and pronounced dead at the scene. Now their 32-year-old son, Nick Reiner, the man behind bars, suspected of their murder. Police haven't said anything in the way of a motive. What's known about Nick is in interviews he spoke publicly in years past about struggles with drug addiction and even homelessness. The LAPD chief revealing more about the investigation.
We have our robbery homicide division handling the investigation. They worked throughout the night on this case and were able to take into custody Nick Reiner, a suspect in this case. He was subsequently booked for murder.
Rob Reiner was one of the most successful directors in Hollywood. Behind such hit films as When Harry Met Sally, A Few Good Men, and Stand By Me. On Sunday, authorities were called to his home on the 200 block of South Chadbourn Avenue around 3:40 in the afternoon, where they revealed he and his wife were found deceased. In a statement to the LA Times Sunday, a family spokesperson saying they are, quote, heartbroken by the sudden loss and asking for privacy during this incredibly difficult time. Some neighbors in the upscale area of LA reacting.
I heard the helicopters. Yeah.
So this is another, in my opinion, like Generation X type of thing. If you watched Archie Bunker, which when I was watching it, I didn't know what the hell they was talking about, but George Jefferson was on there. So it's like, oh, okay. I didn't realize that man, Archie Bunker was racist. But then as I got older and realized, and I'm like, oh my God, this man said anything. But then again, George Jefferson said anything. Can y'all imagine having the Jeffersons like on regular TV today and Archie Bunker on regular TV today? Child, they would boycott them into the damn ground, sensitive ass MFers around here. They say any old thing. Child, they said any old thing and the shit was funny and people were laughing. Everybody was laughing. Even when they created the Jeffersons, obviously. Most of y'all know. They would be canceled into the burnt into the scorch of the earth, okay? But I know him as Meathead for the most. And I know he's a director and everything, like Ron his name is Ron Howard, who I know as Opie, because that's who I know him as, Opie on the Andy Griffith Show. We had some great TV shows back in the day, y'all. You young people, you think baddies and Love and Hip Hop is good TV? Y'all just don't know. We had some of the best TV shows, child. And that was when we were young. This stuff is when we were young. And then we got to the stuff in the 80s. I just saw a post where they was talking about the Robot Girl, y'all. Y'all remember the Robot Girl? Yeah, Happy Days. Oh my God, what was she? I forget what she was called. She was a robot. It was a big deal then. It was a boring ass show, but I watched it. It was so cute. Yes, we call him Opie. His name is Opie Cunningham. The Cunninghams. Joni and Chachi. Oh, Lord. I love Stand By Me. I haven't seen that in forever, which is what Rob Reiner directed. But I didn't know he did Misery. I saw that one time. I can't do it. I don't like scary movies like that. But I remember, shout out to y'all. It was Small Wonder. Shout out to the chat. It was Small Wonder. That show was horrible, but I watched it. It was nice and wholesome. That was the future then, y'all. Look at that. Compare that show down to now. We got ugly ass cars on the road made by Tesla or whatever. Anyway, let me go over here to Megyn Kelly, because one, I like her microphone, and she probably know a little bit more. I'm not trying to go into all the politics of it. Maybe another day. Not today. Not today.
We were talking about the scourge of drug addiction and mental illness, which often go hand in hand, in this young man who's now been accused of killing Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle, his own parents. And updating a detail that I told you about his addiction. The Daily Mail report said that as of 2016, Nick had gone to rehab 18 times, which means he was, I think, 22 in 2016. And that means that in 7 years, he went to rehab 18 times. 7 years. It's more than three. I can't do the math. Don't make me do the math. It's about 3 times a year. 2 times a year plus. And there's more here from the yoga instructor. It's a very interesting article in the Daily Mail. The headline is Daily Mail exclusive troubled truth about little Nicky. That's what she called him in her book. And she writes, the piece writes the following about Rob and the son. He had clashes with his family throughout the years, as documented in the film they did together, which portrays a young man who resents the way his father and mother are dealing with his addiction. They force him to spend time in rehab, with their interactions a reflection of how Rob, Michelle, and Nick were with each other, the family said at the time. Evidencing the years of clashes the parents had with their son, it ends with an apology from the dad for the occasionally unsympathetic way he treated his son. Rob Reiner said in an interview afterward that he owed and gave this apology to his son in real life. But Nick's unpredictability and even aggression toward his family seemingly continued. And here's a little bit more from the actual, we played you a clip from the movie played by actors, but here's the actual Nick on camera in an interview with AOL promoting this movie we're discussing, Being Charlie, in 2016, talking about his relationship with Rob, Sot 11.
It really clicked for me because we didn't bond a lot as a kid. Like, he really liked baseball. I like basketball, and he could watch that with my brother, but baseball. But I just, when I saw him do that, and it was something that I'm interested in, I was like, wow, like he really knows a lot. And like, it made me feel closer to him and be like, yeah.
You're like, wow, my dad's Rob Reiner.
I never had thought about it. And then
it didn't cross your mind, right?
Never.
Here's a little bit more. This is SOT 12A from the Paul Mercurio podcast, 2 chairs and a microphone. Again, same thing, 2016.
We both learned what each other went through during that time. But really the thing I took away from it was I got to see him in his element, sort of directing and doing all these things. And when I said that in the past, people would be like, well, weren't you on movies that's before? Yeah, but it's different because it's something I wrote. It's my dad, and it's something that we're collaborating on. And I saw he has sometimes a hard time expressing himself through just conversation, but through his
What do you mean by that? Because it seems like he's very expressive through conversation.
Well, we're on a show right now. But,
oh, really?
No, but he's
pretty quiet.
He's quieter, but he listens. He's a great dad. And like, I just mean that like he's best explaining himself when he's in his element, making a movie, showing how much he cares through that.
There's a lot in there, Emily. You know, you never know what goes on behind closed doors and how people are. And you have a son there frustrated at not being able to effectively communicate with his own father for whatever reason, you know, that his father couldn't express himself in the way the kid needed. I'm not blaming Rob Reiner. We're just taking a look at the relationship here, given what's happened. And so while you might think he's an expressive guy and actually kind of gifted at expressing himself, given the movies, he certainly didn't seem to have a tough time expressing himself politically. It's different with your kid, and certainly different with a kid who is, in a way, special needs.
And yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe he is special needs, right? But when I heard this, of course, I'm just stunned and shocked. Probably not because of obviously how it happened. You work all your life, you provide, you give to your family, you work hard, because I'm sure he was probably still doing something, child. And again, I don't care about the political part today, okay? But he's known for all the movies that y'all are saying, all the movies and things that he acted in or whatever. And you get the wonderful opportunity to be taken out, not only by a 32-year-old, but happens to be your damn son because he couldn't get his life together. Now, other people will say, oh, you should have empathy and sympathy. No, I don't. I can't for this. Because that dude, I'm sure, had every opportunity in the world to get his shit together. And you know what it made me think about when I saw this, right? I thought about Brian McKnight and how bitches, and I said bitches, are trying to take that man down because of what they think a relationship is supposed to be between a parent and their child, okay? There is a time where it comes to where you can't tell somebody else what to do. I know you dumbasses don't realize that. You know, I'm not talking to y'all. You know, your dumbasses don't realize that y'all not even raising your kid. And this is a man who I'm sure was very involved in his child's life. I know that Bryn McKnight was involved in this kid's life because I was there to see it when they were young and when that kid was born. So miss me with what y'all know, because y'all ain't even old enough to know shit. So fuck off, right? And y'all be taking parenting all lighthearted and swear you know everything. And I'm sure he did as much as he could, just like I'm sure Bryn McKnight did as much as he could. They have the means to do so. Y'all just out here having kids willy-nilly, living with roaches and mice, and you think you're doing something, and you always want to tell somebody else what to do. Oh, yeah, I'm always going to bring it back to the bitches. Yeah, okay? But like Megan just said, y'all don't know what the hell. Y'all don't know what the hell. And a lot of people don't want to recognize and realize who in the hell their kids really are. That man is 32 years old. Who can force him to do anything? Who? Until he gets arrested and the police and the jail and the judge make him do something, who in the hell can make him do anything? Especially when it's something like drugs or alcohol. Child, we're just going to say it at this point. Drug or alcohol. Who can make somebody go to rehab and make it stick? Not nobody. Not nobody. If they're not ready to change it the fuck up, there ain't nothing nobody can do. And you know what that means? You got to leave them where they lie. And then you bitches will come through talking about, that's not right, that's not. Child, y'all barely change your child's Pampers. Go to hell. We're talking about an adult. The kids were adults with Bryn McKnight, and the kid was an adult here. All his kids, Rob Reiner's kids, are adults. So somebody is supposed to just give to them their whole daggone life. They ungrateful asses. They got more opportunities than most of us will ever see in our daggone life and squander it. And just squander it. If he had that kid in a movie or whatever the fuck he was doing in a movie to help the movie and try to produce the movie, direct the movie, whatever the hell he was doing. Bryn McKnight, he had his kids in his music on songs, writing music, giving them opportunities. They still squandering it. Fuck all of them. You heard? I don't give a damn. If my kids was acting like assholes, I say the same thing about them, because what we not gonna do is lose our livelihood or get taken the fuck on up out of here from an ungrateful little bastard that have more opportunities than a little damn bit. More opportunities than a little damn bit. What more could he possibly want? He wanted to do what he wanted to do. They just now said that he was homeless at some point. Probably because they said, you know what? That's it, that's all. So I'm not going to listen to all of Megyn Kelly, but it says that they were at some party the night before and got into an argument with his bastard ass, and then they end up here. Can you imagine how much of an asshole you really are to SLIT your parents' throats? I don't give a fuck if he was high. I don't care. So you telling me you don't know that that's your parents? I know you know. You telling me that you don't see that that's your mama? No shade against Rob. That's your mama? So the DRUGS's allegedly meant more to him than anything that his mama and his daddy could have given or done for him. And now maybe DP will come back for this. He deserves it. He deserves it. Allegedly, the daughter that lives there found them. Her trauma, that collateral damage. I didn't even know he had a kid with Penny Marshall. Rest in peace to her. Laverne from Laverne and Shirley. If y'all know, you know. Another awesome show from Generation X. So that's about 4 kids, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe 5. Man wasn't doing anything wrong. I don't care about his politics. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Obeying the law, doing whatever the fuck he was doing after all these years of work and after all these years. And this is the thanks that you get from fucking kids. Is he a millennial? Is that a millennial 32? I think that might be a millennial. Still a young ass entitled MFer, allegedly, I'm sure. The most entitled group of MFers, 35 and under for the most part. Definitely Z's. Everybody's supposed to give you everything. You don't have to work to do anything. Just because your dad is rich, you shouldn't have to do shit. You need to do something, you lazy bums. I'm not particularly talking about him, but I'm talking about him and the rest of them. I know that Brian McKnight's son is deceased, but child, you can't force anybody to do anything. But you know what you can do? Keep them all the way the hell over there. Keep them all the way the hell over there. That's why when Brian McKnight said that's what he did with his kids, I completely would understand that. I know how they when they were younger. We watched them. We watched them. Do we know them personally? Absolutely not. But I know he was in that music. I know he made a song for him. I know he had a wife. I know they had kids. I know they had a family. I know all that. I know all that. But you know, you biatches just want to think negatively about everything. Then when somebody says something about you, then all of a sudden you shouldn't say anything. You're a woman. Fuck y'all. Sorry, not sorry. Fuck y'all. Raise these damn kids and do something with their asses so they're not out here freaking wilding out. These people got mean. Y'all ain't got shit and you ain't paying attention to your kids. So you unleash those MFers on us. Gremlins walking amongst us. Gremlins walking amongst us because y'all don't want to take care of your spawn because you know everything and don't know shit. That's crazy. This whole thing is ridiculous and crazy. It's sad. Again, you work all your damn life in order for your bastard ass kid to take you out. And I don't know, but I can see somebody having some empathy or sympathy from an 18, I think she said 18 time going to freaking rehab. You think that man and woman wouldn't have sent their funky ass son to rehab? If the kid don't want it, let me rephrase, if that son or daughter don't want it, leave them where they fucking lie. I'm a firm believer in that because you're not going to take me the fuck out because you don't know how to handle life and you're not willing to do anything to change it. I don't care. I don't care. Rest in peace to Mr. and Mrs. Reiner. This is so unnecessary. This has been a horrible few days, y'all. Let's go here into this bullshit in Australia. I had to figure out what was going on here. I think we talked about this yesterday. Is it in the United States? I can't tell. Now I know it's in freaking Australia. Another ridiculous story.
Under attack for their faith. On the first night of Hanukkah season, gunmen killed 15 people, injured 38 others at Bondi Beach in Australia. Authorities are saying 2 men, a father and a son, opened fire on a large Hanukkah celebration.
Now you turn over and you have a father and a son tag teaming on taking out other people because they're Jays? Is that like, I don't even know why. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. And I think they got like crazy ass weapon laws in Australia, if I'm not mistaken. So this makes it even crazier. But the even more crazy part is the fact that there were people recording as this shit was happening. They were recording. You know what, conservative? People just, why aren't y'all running? Why aren't y'all leaving? Why aren't y'all getting the F on up out of here? Child, everybody is crazy, child.
They say this was a terrorist attack on the Jewish community. I'm Harris Faulkner. You are in the Faulkner Focus. Videos capture the horrific scene of anti-Jewish violence.
Child, viewer discretion is advised. Damn, I think it's up to 16 now. Wow.
Hundreds of people had gathered at Bondi Beach outside of Sydney to celebrate the start of Hanukkah. Mass chaos erupted after gunshots began and continued and continued. People were running, trying to take cover. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese here.
What we saw yesterday was an act of pure evil, an act of anti-Semitism, an act of terrorism on our shores. The Jewish community are hurting today. Today, all Australians wrap our arms around them and say, we stand with you. We will do whatever is necessary to stamp out anti-Semitism. It is a scourge, and we will eradicate it together.
Part of the story is the criticism that leader is taking. We'll get to that in a moment. The jaw-dropping video taken during the attack. Look at your screen. That hero, incredibly courageous bystander, ran toward the gunfire. He then tackled one of the gunmen and wrestled the weapon out of his hands. His parents say that man was later shot several times in the shoulder by another gunman. That hero is Ahmed Alamed, 40.
Cho, he should have shot him. And I don't like to say that. He could be on up out of here, y'all.
23 years old. He's a dad, has 2 daughters who immigrated to Australia from Syria nearly 20 years ago. Today, he's recovering from his injuries. More information is coming out about the victims too. Ellie Schneingler, a 41-year-old father of 5, was a rabbi at Chabad of Bondi, and he had just welcomed a new baby son 2 months ago. Matilda B. Brivdan had just celebrated her 10th birthday before the attack. People describe her as a joyful and spirited little girl who brought light to everyone around her.
So we out here taking our kids. We just out here randomly taking our kids too.
Former NYPD detective Darren Porcher is here. Coming up, though, first, let's get the very latest from the ground. Senior foreign affairs correspondent Greg Palcott. Greg.
Harris, the people of Australia, the folks here in London, all around the world, still reeling from this horrendous attack in Australia. Police now say they expect to bring criminal charges against the surviving gunman in this deadly shooting spree that went on for minutes and minutes that, yes, left 15 killed, ages 10 to 87, including a Holocaust survivor, a rabbi, as you noted. Dozens have been hospitalized and several remain in critical condition. A father, 50 years old, and his son, 24, targeted hundreds of people, adults, kids, you name it, gathered at a park at Sydney's famous Bondi Beach to mark the first day of Hanukkah. Officials describe it as a terrible act of anti-Semitism. In fact, an act of terrorism against the Jewish community there. In one vivid scene, as you described, let's go through it again, a bystander can be seen sneaking up on one of the gunmen, then tackling him, wrestling the gun away, pushing him down to the ground, pointing the gun at him as the suspect backs off, and then putting the gun down, motioning to the man. He would soon be wounded himself. In comments later, President Trump called him a very brave man. Here is what one eyewitness, and as you can see, a victim, described it.
I saw at least one gunman firing, looked like a shotgun, firing random.
Oh no, that's enough, y'all. Oh no. Oh Lord, help your people. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Except we have to do another one. Lord, help your people. Listen, rest in peace to those people, because I know they just get into their names. Child. I don't know who this dude is, but he's talking about this Brown University. Child, it's been a great few days, y'all. A great few days. You think anybody's going to do anything about all this bullshit? Or it's just going to be like thoughts and prayers, thoughts and prayers. Okay, you don't know. Brown University student describes barricading in library during that freaking SHOOTing.
Video has just been released by authorities of the gunman involved in the mass shooting at Brown University campus. You see the gunman there. These are the newest images taken 2 hours prior to the shooting on Saturday, which occurred. The first reports came in at 4:05 p.m. from the Brown University campus. The FBI is offering $50,000 reward for evidence and information about that suspect that leads to a prosecution and conviction. The governor said there are many threads of this investigation. Other authorities described it as active and complex. There is an imperative, state, local, and federal, for the public, upon viewing this new material, to provide tips to bring them closer to this gunman. Because clearly, if you sift through everything we heard from the authorities, they're not there yet. They are certainly attempting and working on the 49th hour in the chief's terminology, but they're not there in terms of finding someone, arresting someone, charging someone. The Providence mayor, Mayor Brett Smiley, said this has shaken us, meaning the community of Providence, Rhode Island. And with that, I want to bring in Talia Levine, who is a student at Brown University, a senior. Talia, you've been listening to everything that we've all been listening to. You are right there. You were on campus, I believe, across the street from the building in which this shooting occurred Saturday night. Your reaction to what you heard and your overall sense of what is or isn't safe in Providence right now.
Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, I'd like to start by saying not only am I a Brown student, but a Providence local. This has been my home for the past 8 years. And I think it is so deeply concerning to feel unsafe here for probably the first time in my life. When the shooting happened, I was one building over on the 11th floor of the Sciences Library with my friends, where we then barricaded ourselves for 2 hours until the SWAT team came and cleared our floor. We then removed to the basement of the library, where we waited for another 2 hours before we were transported by the police and associated agencies to our athletic facility, in which we waited to be reunified with parents. And I think overall, the sentiment among students has just been deep-rooted distress and fear that this could happen in a place that we consider so safe in our home.
when you heard the mayor refer to more visible police presence, hoping that that would reassure those who work in shops in the business district of Providence or the public at large, those dropping off their children, picking their children up, were you in any way reassured by that?
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Didn't this just happen at some college recently? Like, they was about to get ready to go on, I don't know, some holiday or something. Child, you can't send your kids to school. You can't send your kids to college. You can't send them to the movies. You can't take them to daycare. They can't go to work. Where can they go? Or you have some damn kids and they go and they're going to take you out or somebody else out. Child, you know what I always say, stay away from everybody. Be safe. Everybody is crazy. Everybody is crazy. But did they say how many people died? Did they die in Brown University? Shout out to Queen. Thank you, Boo. She said, I sent your video about another deranged door. Lord have mercy. I look forward to it. Thank you, Boo. Shout out to me, myself, forever. I appreciate you. Jesse Hubbard was unalived on AMC back in 88 and returned in 2008 and remarried Angie. Characters do come back. Yeah, girl. They had that Alicia Keys song. That's like one of the very few Alicia Keys songs that I loved and liked because of Angie and Jesse. Another iconic couple from All My Children. Thank you so much for that memory. My fave said, if I can't tote my hater herder, I ain't going. Oh, shit. Shout out to the chat. Y'all crazy. Thank you so much for being here. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. All right, little girl. I can't only do so much. I was going to do something else, but I can't do it. I can't do it. That's a damn enough. So we moving on, y'all. I'll try to lift it up. Sorry, but ain't no way that we couldn't talk about that stuff. All right. So be careful. And that's all I got for y'all. Let's move on over here to foolishness. Let's get to foolishness, y'all. Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up before we go back down with the main topic. So Kimora Lee got something to say, child. So y'all know who Kimora Lee is, right? Kimora Lee Simmons was married to Russell first. He bought her baby fat, and the things that he gets is that she gets to talk negatively about him. The things that he gets from his kid, she gets to talk negatively about him. Then she went on and had a baby with that man. Then she went on and had a baby with that man. And now she's talking shit. So shout out to It's On Site. They said, Kimora Lee Simmons is not letting Russell Simmons' comment slide. After Russell claimed that he paid her $50K a month for years and accused her of stealing from him, Kimora made it clear their daughters are grown women and questioned why he's choosing to type online from thousands of miles away instead of addressing his SA accusers directly. Back into the foolishness. She said, my girls are grown. You know these are lies. Why are you typing from thousands of miles away in a non-extradition country? Go negotiate and answer your accusers. So what I would like to know, she ain't been married to Russell in years. Decades even, y'all. Decades even. Why is she even saying anything about him? Since her kids are grown? Her daughters are grown, right? I don't think she was only talking about him, but I think there's some video.
Living in your house currently, living? Five.
Well, 6. No, 7.
And you're doing this all on your own, like the fathers of the children are...
Kimora Lee Simmons is doing this all on her own. These bitches, child.
Are not
so
involved?
Weird because I think I used to be a little different. They're not involved. I'm alone. Not really even around. And they're welcome to be around, just to clarify for the record. They're welcome to be around on their, at their will and leisure. My kids are all big enough and old enough to have their own relationships and do their own things. So it's not about me at all. It's just.
What a loss for them.
I feel like that too.
Yeah.
They don't know. I don't know what they know. Maybe they're intimidated, or maybe they're like, oh, she's got it. Or they're like, I don't want to get in her way. Or maybe they're like, I don't like her. I don't know. I think a lot goes through their head, though, about the other parent and less about the child. As a mother, you cannot imagine.
You cannot imagine. Yeah. So how many kids do you have living in your house currently, living?
5. Well, 6. No, 7.
I didn't even know she had that many damn kids. You certainly do open up for all these men now, don't you? So you had the hip hop black guy, you had the tether black guy, and the white man, and they all the problem and not you. You had the hip hop black man, the tether black man, the white man, and none of that shit worked out. And you think that you the fucking authority, bitch? He gave her baby fat, y'all. Just said, here you go. And she's allegedly, she used to be a model. She used to be a model. I don't know what the fuck she do now, except for open up wide and clearly have babies. What the hell do you want? What do you want? If you wanted one of these men to be with you, then go work it out with one of them. That's not what you wanted. So why are you going to talk about them now? You're the one that took all of that pleasure 7 times, clearly, according to what you just said. You know, that woman has 7 damn kids. I don't give a fuck about her, not one damn bit. But if you come out here, that would be anybody. If you come out here talking mad shit about your own, the men that you decided to open up to, the men that you decided to have babies with, and whether you married the rest of them or not, I don't know. I don't care. You made those choices, whore. You ain't shit either. If they ain't shit, you ain't shit. You chose them. You had kids with them. That's your choice to have a freaking baby. My body, my choice. You chose that. Now listen, this shit with Russell though, running away, I'm just saying. But still, you sit up here and you don't have to come out in the public and say this about the people that you chose to have kids with. That be y'all's problem. Don't forget that you do have children that still can hear and see all this shit that's going on. You think that they need to hear and see anything like this? Do you think that they need to hear you saying that you're basically disparaging all 3 of these daggone men? The common denominator is you, bitch. I'm sure they all gave you as much as they could, whatever that meant to any of them. Now, I'm definitely was disappointed in Dijman. I always want to say mustard. I was definitely disappointed with him when he got with her. Sir, you could have done so much better than her. She wasn't shit way back when. I don't care what nobody said. She wasn't shit. I'm not going to act like I ain't like no baby fat. I bought that for my kids. But she wasn't shit. She always thought she was all that. Disrespectful ass bitch. Typical. And one of y'all said that the white man got arrested, I guess, and she ain't got no money. Girl, real and baby fat, figure the fuck out. You a strong, independent woman. You're a strong, independent mama. Figure the fuck out. Why don't you go over there to Bali and talk to Russell directly, child? Coach Greg Adams said he found him allegedly. CGA is in Indonesia or Bali. I don't know if Bali is in Indonesia. Don't come for me. He over there wherever Russell is. So you can't find him? No, you rather go to the internet and have a meeting with this white woman talking shit about people that you fucked and had kids with. Girl, if you don't go to hell.
And you're doing this all on your own, like the fathers of the children are not
It's so
involved.
weird because I think I used to be a little different. They're not involved. I'm alone. Not really even around. And they're welcome to be around, just to clarify for the record. They're welcome.
Child, just because you said it don't mean that it's true.
Welcome to be around on their, at their will and leisure. My kids are all big enough and old enough to have their own relationships and do their own things. So it's not about me at all. It's just
what a loss.
It's not about you, and yet you out here run off at the mouth
for them.
I feel like that too.
Yeah.
They don't know. I don't know what they know. Maybe they're intimidated, or maybe they're like,
all these men are intimidated by you.
Like, oh, she's got it. Or they're like, I don't want to get in her way. Or maybe
shouldn't you know you fucked them?
They're like, I don't like her. I don't know.
That's probably what it is.
I think a lot goes through their head though about the other parent and less about the child. As a mother, you cannot imagine.
You cannot imagine. Yeah. So many kids.
I'm a mother. I can imagine. I don't have that going on. I would never come out in the public and talk negatively about my children's father. Never. Never. Y'all bitches do this for fucking sport. Y'all think that shit is cute. Any name that you call him, you know that Generation X. What is it? I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. Shout out to y'all. That's what it is. You fucked them. That's the answer to everything going forward, y'all. You fucked him. Whatever he is, you are. I'm just saying. The all damn audacity. Anyway, I don't know why they got this goofy ass looking picture of Russell. You look like they put that in the Canva and brought that out, child. Anyway, Russell ain't shit for running away. I don't care what nobody say. He ain't shit for all that. But whatever. All right, one more before we move on to the to this foolishness with Black women. Let's start with some Black Lives Matter. Former BLMOKC, that's a lot of acronyms, executive director indicted. Prosecutors allege she diverted millions in donated funds into personal accounts. She faces up to 20 years per count in federal prison. Does anyone do right, y'all? Bueller. Does anyone do right, y'all? Bueller. Shout out to It's On Site. When you bitches get mad about this story, carry your funky asses on over to the fucking blogs where we get the fucking stories from. Federal prosecutors have unsealed an indictment charging Tashella Dickerson, also known as Sherry Amore. How the fuck is she known as Sherry Amore? The former ED of Black Lives Matter, Oklahoma City, with wire fraud and money laundering. There is a lot of wire fraud and money laundering going on here in these United States, child. According to the indictment, Dickerson served as ED of BLMOKC beginning in at least 2016. 2016? Okay. And had access to the organization's bank, PayPal, and Cash App accounts. While BLM was not itself a registered 501c3, it accepted charitable donations through a fiscal sponsorship agreement with the Alliance for Global Justice, which required the funds to be used only for approved social justice purposes. Social justice scam. Prosecutors allege that between June 2020 and at least October 2025, you got away with this for 5 years, diverted funds intended for bail assistance. I wonder if they're still in jail. And social justice initiatives for her personal use. Let me guess what she used it for. Trips, cars, houses. This is amazing. Spiders, makeup, weave. I'm just guessing. Blah, blah. Let's just hear this.
Alert, a BLM executive indicted for embezzling millions in donations and spending it on vacation, shopping, houses. Senior national correspondent Kevin Cork has the details.
The only reason he don't say spiders, makeup, and weave because this is Fox. Shout out to me. Is this the only way that y'all can get houses and cars and vacations is to steal it? What happened to all this sisterhood and helping the sisters? Whenever anybody gets an opportunity, you steal it. Shout out to Big Tiff, allegedly. Go ahead and make sure you vote for Black women because she black, you black, we black, everybody black. Make sure you vote for them. They're gonna help Black people help themselves. Over it. Shout out to my fave. He said an angel gets its wings when Messi says funky. Shout out to you, boo. I appreciate you. Half damn crazy.
Yes, Kevin.
Crazy stuff, my friend. Authorities say over a 5-year period, 52-year-old Tashella Sharia Moore Dickerson, just like the song, the executive director of Black Lives Matter, OKC, diverted more than $3 million in return bail checks right into her very own bank accounts.
Y'all, these people are so stupid. These people are so stupid. $3 million, so nobody thought that anybody would be missing that shit. But then again, over there in Minnesota, they got away with $250 million, so why not, right? Wow. I hope it was worth it for them good 5 years. Throw away the key. Shout out to CIP. Shout out to CIP member for 20 months. I see you. I appreciate you. Boo. He said, so many angels just flying around. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Shout out to all the channel members. I see you. I appreciate you. Hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. I wonder who's rotting in jail, though.
And tonight, thanks to a 25-count federal indictment.
Woo! Anybody interested? Bueller. Anyone interested? Hey, sis.
She faces up to 450 years behind bars and millions in potential fines. Dickerson charged with 20 counts of wire fraud and 5 counts of money laundering following a scheme in which she's accused of routing money intended for the group's programs into accounts that she controlled between June of 2020 and October of 2025. The indictment said she used the money for her own personal benefit, including travel to Jamaica and the Dominican Republic, tens of thousands of dollars in retail shopping, more than 50 grand in food deliveries.
The jokes write themselves, child. The jokes write themselves. $50,000 in order to fucking eat. I know you effing lying. I can't take
The
it.
racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
And that's why she can't lose weight. She a big one. Okay? $50,000. You lazy at that, child? You can't even cook? What the?
Also a vehicle and 6 real estate properties as well. When contacted about the charges, a spokesperson for BLM says that they practice a, quote, model of decentralized leadership. Got it.
What the hell is a model of decentralized leadership? What the hell does that mean? Anyway.
Oh, and by the way, you've heard the expression, birds of a feather flock together. Well, I'm going to leave this right here.
Oh, is that Ilyan? Oh, Ilyan. It don't look good for you, girl.
Jesse, that's Dickerson with Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. Draw from that what you will. And while Dickerson is obviously presumed innocent until proven guilty, you may recall that BLM actually had a situation back in 2022 when the group, not the one from OKC, came under fire after allegedly making a $6 million property purchase in California using donor funds. Some things don't change.
Fox News alert, a BLM executive.
I tell you. Now let's read some of the comments. Keita said decentralized means you stole it. You get to keep it. Let me see. Let's see if we get a comment up. But white people do it too. But white people do it too. Or Trump is a 34 count felon. Let's see. What about the white one? Shout out to me. Shout out to me. If I don't know, nobody knows. The very first fucking comment. Y'all, you cannot make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. Look at the second comment. Oh my God. Hold on, where'd the mouse go? They tripping about a couple thousand. Did they not hear the number? They tripping about a couple thousand when the president's stealing billions. And by the way, his burned chips looking ass need to wipe some of that eyeliner off his eyebrows. Uncle Tomboy Frank. I don't know what that means. You colors is crazy. You colors are crazy. But Trumpstein pardoned a billionaire, CZ, the founder of Binance cryptocurrency. I don't know what this means. Who money laundered money to Al-Qaeda, Hamas, and ISIS. Oh, they caked up makeup. I couldn't even pay the story no attention. BLM had nothing to do with black people. It was all about getting the black man out the house and supporting the ABCDs, child. What did she buy? No shade. Mother looks thrifty and struggling. Shout out to Lil Mo. That's funny. Meanwhile, our president is a 34-count convicted felon and spent not one day in jail. Make it make fucking sense. You think that you have white privilege? I thought y'all don't like white people. Why y'all always worrying about what the fuck white people are doing? Y'all don't give a fuck about white people, and you give a fuck about white people, and you're always worrying about fucking white people, and then you go do wrong and think that you're... If y'all know, am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong? If they keep saying, if black people say that black people don't get the same justice, black people are over policed, black people have to worry about white supremacy, discrimination, redlining, blah, 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 blah. We're not going to be treated the same. Nothing works out for us. Then why are you doing this shit, Bueller? If nothing ever works out for us and we always get the worst end of the stick, then why are you doing it? Bueller? Anybody? Anyone? I'm confused. So it's the same old, like I always say, you actually do know, and not even necessarily about this, but y'all actually do know. You just choose to do what you want to do. And then you think that once you get caught, you can just say, why supremacy, discrimination, and racism, and child, that shit just ain't working no more. I see y'all gonna continue to do it. Keep talking about Donald Trump. Keep on with your TDS. You're not going to change it. It's not going to change. He's still your 47th president or the 47th president. Keep focusing on him. Keep focusing on him. You think that hurts him? Y'all keep doing this shit and then you're like, but white people do it too. Clearly they must do it better than y'all. Because all y'all getting caught. And we've covered plenty of white people doing dumbass things who are getting caught and sent to jail as well. Am I saying everything is equal? Ain't nobody saying all that. But what you're not going to do is say this dumb shit and think that you're getting out of something just because you're saying, but Trump is a 34 count president. He's still, 34 count felon. He's still the president. What you going to do about it? What you going to do about it? Keep focusing on him instead of focusing on your damn self and what the fuck you need to do and following the fucking law so you could just live a normal life. Nah, y'all want to go ahead and take advantage of something that y'all didn't even read. And maybe you did and decided that you wanted to do it anyway. Cool. Here are your consequences. Since y'all already know that white people get away with so much, why you do it? You wanted to take that chance? Here are your fucking consequences. It ain't like you don't know. Y'all say it every day. Just like you worried about the police all the time, but y'all still act up and your kids do the same thing. We just saw that shit yesterday. So y'all ain't too worried at the end of the day. So why you keep bringing it up? Somebody make it make sense. You keep bringing it up and yet you keep playing into the same fucking scheme. You ain't learning shit. You ain't learning shit, clearly. So you think that just because you say, but white people do it too, that you're getting out of something? Ain't nobody got time for you colors. Y'all keep on though. It makes for great content for the rest of us. Okay. Good luck to these people. Not even. Okay. And shout out to Ilian to be involved or be near someone else that's doing something wrong. That is not a good look for her. You just hang out with people that's doing wrong. Like y'all, we done already said since this freaking stuff started coming up about C-19 and all that stuff. And I know this is not necessarily about that. Excuse me. About like the C-19 stuff and the PPP loans. Y'all think the government's gonna let that money go? Y'all really think that the government's gonna let that money go? Joe Biden sat up here and added all these daggone IRS agents, and y'all think that just because you ain't got caught today, that they not gonna be looking for your ass tomorrow? Okay. And you think saying, but white people do it too, is gonna get y'all on up out of it? Good luck with that. Good luck with that. And good luck with her, because every time something happens, and I'm done with this, every time when something happens to a black person, not every time, but whenever we talk about it, and I say, where's your Black Lives Matter? Okay, because your Black Lives Matter is supposed to care about your black life. You know what they doing? They in Jamaica and the Caribbean, which I understand. Trust me, I understand. But they out here buying houses, clothes, getting $50,000 worth of food sent to them so that they can live a life that's fake and don't help your punk asses one fucking bit, but y'all still want to sit up here and support these motherfuckers and think that they're going to come to your fucking rescue. Ain't nobody coming to your rescue but you. Nobody. Keep doing this dumb shit. You'll keep getting caught. We'll keep talking about it. Moving on, child. Moving on. So this is the video, this is a video from, shout out to the Daily Wrap-Up crew and Ask a Brother podcast. So this is titled, Black Women Ask KKK for Force Against Black Men. So then, so you got to contend with one thing on this side. You got to contend with something else on this side, child. We can't catch a damn break. You can't trust the white people. You can't trust the black people. You can't get no black help. You can't get no white help. I don't even know why we here, child. Not we, child. Y'all, not y'all. You know what I'm saying. I don't even know why y'all here. It's so hard, child. It's so hard. So now the black women are going to go and list the white man, the racist people that are what do y'all say, subjugating black people in charge of white supremacy. So y'all gonna go side with the white supremacists? Where they do that at? That ain't cool. That ain't cute. Oh my goodness. Let's hear it.
So what are the corrections that you're looking for specifically?
Force, because that's the only thing that's gonna work.
But I mean, what are you looking for black men to arrive at? A place of understanding of like what do you want to see?
Well, we believe that there is no hope for them. That we don't believe in changing their minds. We don't. But I'm trying not to say what I really want to say because you're on stage. But if they could not exist, hey, we wouldn't be mad at.
All right, welcome back to another video of Overreacting. No book up, I go by the name of Eli. As always, we got Jew with us.
What it do? It's your boy Jew, and we out here overreacting for you. More content, more clips. Make sure you like and subscribe. Get that Patreon. You know what I'm saying? Get the merch, dailyrappercrew.co. If not, you are. You know what I'm saying? You know how to rhyme.
Gotta fill in the blanks.
You know what I mean? Cat in the hat bars, you heard?
Anyway, we got a special guest with us. Jeff, let them know where they can follow you at.
What's going on, y'all? The name is Jeff St. James, and you can find me at Ask a Brother Podcast on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
Listen, this next video was sent over to us by you guys, the viewers. This one, we're underneath my radar. I didn't even know this video was out there, man. It's a very
so it's from child, what the fuck is it called? That thing, Clubhouse. I didn't even know that still existed. Where they over there, you run off at the mouth like a blog talk radio, as far as I'm concerned. So they must have tagged the damn room of this title right here. It would make sense. I mean, I can't see any other way that they would get this title, right? I don't know if y'all heard this already. This is a month old. I heard nothing about it until I happened upon it yesterday.
It's a very similar video to something that we talked about in the past. I think even got the same Clubhouse aesthetic, or maybe it was on Clubhouse, Twitter Spaces. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
that's where the conversation is happening. That's what they mean up.
Clearly, man. We're gonna play the video. It's a very disturbing video. We're gonna play the video. We're gonna come back and give our thoughts on it.
So what are the corrections that you're looking for specifically?
Force, because that's the only thing that's gonna work.
But I mean, what are you looking for black men to arrive at? A place of understanding?
So up top, just FYI, it says divested millennials. Yes, Black Americans can be racist. Just FYI if you can't see it. So this person's name is Bullet Bag. This one is Slang. This one is Bliss. I can't see some of the ones at the bottom.
Of like, what do you want to see?
Well, we believe that there is no hope for them. That we don't believe in changing their minds. We don't. But I'm trying not to say what I really want to say because you're on stage. But if they could not exist, hey, we wouldn't be mad at.
That's amazing. That's the Bullet Bag person talking. These are y'all's mamas, your sassy straights. They take care of y'all. They tell y'all everything, okay? Shout out to my fave. He said, like, Becca wouldn't get Keisha up out of here, too. Listen, let them think what they want. So you think that if you got rid of all the black men, where are you going to go when you need help? So you think white men are going to overlook white women for y'all black asses? And then these probably the same people who sit up here talking about, well, not these divested people, probably not. But there's probably more people in here talking about white supremacy, discrimination, and racism, yet you want to go and depend on the white. Child, let me let this mess play.
I think for me, I want the coddling culture to kind of stop. I think they get validated a little bit too much, and they're not held accountable as much as white men, Hispanic men, Asian men. Like, the legal system works in their benefit a little bit more than they think it does. They're seen as the ultimate, like, most oppressed. And I think that coddling culture needs to stop, and they need to be held accountable for their actions.
Because we live in white male patriarchy, white men set what's socially acceptable. So with you all setting what's socially acceptable, the degenerate behavior.
Jew, what's your thoughts on this?
Honestly, before, we started doing pod, I don't think I've heard women speak like this about, like, black men, and I know there's been, like, domestic relationships where men and women beat each other, and primarily men are noticed for it. You know what I mean? But this hatred of, they would say what, self-delete or abortions or other, criminal aspects of, hurting each other. But I, still to this day, I haven't heard a man and I hear black men frequently say how much we need black women, how much we love black women. But on the other end, I just keep hearing black women say things like these women. And they're so comfortable saying it. And then they try to flip it on us with manipulation tactics or whatever the case may be. And I just don't see the same hatred coming from men. You know, imagine if you heard, you know, if you did see some, send it to us. Let us react to that and let us hold that man accountable. But while we're watching this, let's hold these women accountable for saying what the fuck they're saying. You know,
Fuck them. You can't change nobody's mind. They fucking adults. Just know who the hell it is. And then when y'all say SYSBM and you go away, then they fucking go follow you. I don't want nothing to do with you. Again, these are divested people. So take that with a grain of salt, right? So they're just going to get up on here. And so this is what I never understand, right? Because, you know, I listen to divestors, right? I don't understand, if you're so happy where you are and in your divested life, why are you still worrying about the same people who you said are no good to you, don't treat you right, never treated you right, are degenerates, ain't no good? Like, I've heard all the names, Sha. I've heard all the names, including bullet bags, all that stuff, right? Why are you so obsessed? If you have your white man and you got your soft life or whatever, why the look back? I should call it a look back. What's the look back for? What's the look back for? Why do you care? Because you're a hateful bitch. That's the bottom line. And in my opinion, this is my 2 cents. Even though you're saying that you're happy all the way over there with whatever's over there, you aren't.
This is amazing.
You can't be. Because you're too busy back over here with the degenerates, with the people that bring you down, with the people that ain't no good, worrying about what they doing and worrying about making sure that they don't do well and that you can take them on up out of here, allegedly, right? Why would you be wasting your time, energy, and effort with it? It doesn't make sense. Be over here in your happy, soft-ass fucking life. You're away from all the degeneracy, but you bring yourself back to it. Does that make sense? Child. Fool gone fool.
This is amazing.
Shout out to Mimi. I'm sorry. Me, myself, forever. We're bullet bags until we become passport bros. Well, then there's that. You gone. You can't go nowhere. If they didn't give you permission, because these your mamas, your sugar mamas, then you can't go. And they're going to come find you and then say that you white men aren't treating us right. What's wrong with ya? What's wrong with ya? Because that girl was allegedly into white men. I don't know if she's a swirler or divested, child. I got about as much time to define that shit as I got time to define all the ABCD words. Child, words mean what they meant when I was growing up. Shout out to Generation X again. Shout out to me, myself, forever for another 2. He said, then they fly overseas to spy on us. Absolutely. We covered all that. And we got more to cover too. Shout out to you. Absolutely. A reach back. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. It don't make no damn sense. Mind your business. I don't be worried about things that don't do me well mentally. It's people insane. Yeah, insane. Come on, y'all.
you have black sons, you have black brothers, you have a black father, 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying? So where's this? And I think it's all built on trauma that they get from their mama or another woman, because a lot of women don't experience this hate, these things that the next woman hate a black man for. And I just want to know, where does it really stem from? You know what I'm saying? I truly don't understand. Like, I be trying to like, oh, you know, this is the reason. But the more I hear it, I really don't know. And I'm not saying that there's not some, you know, bad black men out there, but I don't hear these other groups of women talking about their men like this, whether it's on a public platform, because y'all yes girling and kikiing and TTing and all these other shit every time a black woman say something like this. And then when a black man replies, you know, we're in our feelings, immature, weak, whatever the case may be.
You hate your mom. You inwardly hate yourself. You don't even. Call. That's what I hear. Call.
You know what I mean? So those are my thoughts.
Again, this reminds me of another video that we had reacted to before, and it's a very similar concept. And I think it was a white woman, black woman's appreciation for white men, like type of clubhouse. And in there, it was like, oh, you know, black men belong in a coffin, and black men deserve to die, and you know, our mothers should have, you know, been left a black man. And it was such a
there's no turning back because these dusties are dusty. They just belong in a coffin. I agree.
Ladies, I'm so happy that we love in white men because they are the most sweetest, wonderful men. And you know what's so sad? Our mothers should have left the black man a long time ago.
I feel safe now that the dusties are in the gulags. When I look at the title, white men are better for black women.
It's just so horrible just to hear it. And then you think about the Cynthia G's and
Child, I don't listen. They ain't talking about me, but trust me, they talking about me, right? You black male identified. You black male identified. We just gonna get a whole woman community. Take that shit over there. I'm gonna be over here with them because ain't no way. Shout out the men that fixed the car this morning. And guess who they had called me in order to tell me the car was ready? A biatch. Shout out to her though. Child. I think like Rome said, and what Rome has been saying, child, you know who your enemy is. Let them talk. I can't change. I'm talking about me. If it was me, right? I can't change these motherfuckers' mind. Fuck them. Think what you want. Stay the fuck away from me. Just like a racist. You think what you want. I can't change your mind either. Stay the fuck away from me. Rob Reiner couldn't do anything to change his son. I'm gonna leave it at that.
This is amazing.
That's all I'm saying. Okay. So I'm not mad. Fuck them. Especially biatches. They gonna be around here looking for something sometime soon. And like I said, these bitches are mentally insane. You can't tell me nothing. There's no way that you're sitting up here like you talking about I love my life or I love my white man. I love my white man. Well, child, you got one. Why are you worrying about what Negroes are doing? It don't make sense. Lying! You bitches be lying! Some shit that they can say on the fucking internet or in their circles or whatever. Be miserable and unhappy, being treated like shit, portraying some shit that nobody gives a fuck about. Because as soon as somebody slaps you the fuck up, don't come back here. We don't give a fuck. I know I don't. Shout out to BT in the building. I thank you for the 524. He said, happy Monday, Messy, in the chat. Shout out to you, hon. I appreciate you. Oh, come on, child.
And her having live calling shows with other black women calling in saying maybe we should abort black male fetuses.
And the only reason I support aborting a black child when it comes to it being male is because when I look at the black community and the problems in it, it's associated with males and male pathology. When you talk about violence, it's associated with the males. When you talk about women being forced upon, it's the males. When you talk about,
you know what I never understood about this stupid ass sentiment about AB black male children. First of all, y'all love ABs, don't you? Whores. The most AB havingest people love ABs, and then y'all be in church somewhere talking about the Lord. The Lord said, leave my name out your effing mouth. Truth is, I'm tired. But I don't understand if you're so happy with the shout out to the white man. No offense against y'all. But if you're so happy with white men, how the fuck are you getting pregnant by the bullet bags, Bueller? If y'all so happy with the white man, how in the fuck are you getting pregnant by a black man? Because the only way that you can abort, the only way that you can Roe v. Wade a black male baby means that you was opening up them legs and taking all that pleasure from a Negro, a sassy straight, a chocolate drop, an ebony, an FBA, an African American, a black man. How? Where they do that at? How? Where they do that at? Somebody lying, like I said, because child be knowing. Child.
Drugs, it's the males. When you talk about the fatherless children, it's the males. Every single problem that is happening in the black community, you point to the males and then you have the culprit. So for me, I think that not selectively breeding is very irresponsible when you are the only one who has control over who gets to earth. Your womb, it carries the person to earth. So if you
do they not realize what they're saying? Do they not realize what they're actually saying? Stupid with a capital STUPID. How are you getting pregnant by the people you can't stand? You prove my... Shout out to me. Shout the fuck out to me. Just prove my point every fucking day, child. I can't be dealing with people who ain't got no fucking common sense. I can never deal with somebody that ain't got no common fucking sense and half damn crazy. Actually, this is all the way crazy. Because I know you see the YouTuber who shall remain nameless up there and that Negro next to her. ABCD. Y'all love listening to ABCDs, right? So none of you alleged educated people are recognizing the fact that you're clearly sleeping with the bullet bag in order to get pregnant and need to have an AB of a black male child? Who's stupid around here? Yeah. Keep them separating yourself. I'm not offended, child. I'm not offended.
If you're the only one with that power, regardless of whatever he wants.
Like you said, I haven't heard on the opposite end black men saying anything as harmful, as hateful as the type of rhetoric I'm hearing from black women. And this could all just be the CIA, you know what I mean? Just manipulating with us and stuff like that. Because these are people hiding behind a profile.
You think they
profile. I don't put it past, you know what I mean? Like I don't put it past them. You know, this could just be another, like you talk about COINTELPRO and stuff like that. This could just be another version of that. Like, you know, trying to manufacture these gender wars to keep us separated, to keep us from coming together and then separate us even further. Like, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of this stuff is fabricated. But still, when I do hear this stuff, you know, I do want to bring awareness to it because these conversations are happening, whether it's organic or manufactured. And again, I'm not seeing that same, you know, hatred. And again, if y'all find those clips, like you said, send it to us because you know, a woman has sent me a video of a man being very critical of black women. And she was like, oh, see, black men hate, you know, that's their version of we hate women is us being critical of them. You know what I mean? And their version of us hating us is them wanting to actively harm us. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I know Jeffrey talked about even abortions. And, you know, we was talking about from 1970 to present day, the amount of abortions that we had in the black community alone is, you know, I was saying from 18 to 20, like 24 million. And you were saying it could be past, you know, 30 million plus. And when you think about that number, that's literally a genocide of black children, fetuses being unborn. Like, you know what I mean? We talk about the Holocaust, slavery, things that we associate as a very inhumane act, and we don't even realize like there's a whole genocide in our own backyard that we just dismiss. And now we even to the point where
Child, when you're dealing with dumbass, stupid ass people, that's how that go. Oh, baby, all black male babies, because we can't stand them. We don't like them. They need to be taken on up out of here. They need to be extinct. You like that grade A though, don't you? Somebody like that grade A now, don't ya?
where we're trying to vote to keep those type of we're trying to vote to keep genocide within our community. Like, you know, that's the whole purpose of us wanting to vote for abortion laws. And it's like, why are we voting for abortion laws when we could just get to the root cause, you know what I mean, of the issue instead of going to the most extreme? And you're not even, you know, women, from what I've been the studies that I've read, like abortion isn't being used as a medical procedure, like, you know what I'm saying, or, you know, you got, you know, raped by whatever the case is. This is just because you wanted to be sexually liberated, you wasn't responsible, and now this is your get out.
They want it to be horse. Let me help you out, Eli. Horse. That's it.
The jail card for not being responsible. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we can't listen, I could just go on a whole like monologue about that. But it was very disheartening to hear this conversation. Jeff, what's your thoughts?
When Tommy Sotomayor was on my show last week, he had made a comment that I think a lot of people in a couple channels got a little upset and angry with him about how many black women were being used as tools and were right-hand mans of white supremacy.
Mm-hmm.
And between the bullet bag comments, the gender-based abortions if you're having a male child, this isn't going to make sense to people unless you look at it through the lens as this. There are white, liberal, extreme feminists that are anti-black and are racist, that are female supremacists, that our black women see as allies and vote just alike. So until we come to grips with that these women exist, they are not little. And sometimes the attitude and the disrespect and the vitriol and the hatred, there's a spectrum. You got it where it's just talking back. You got it too, they don't respect your authority. So you have these extreme cases and examples where they say, I can't wait for them to be the next George Floyd. We ain't protesting this time. Regardless of where they are on the spectrum, they're getting their marching orders.
Child, they gonna go and protest. Somebody lying yet again.
From white, liberal women that are female supremacists and are misandrous, and they hate black men and men, period. So just to clarify, if you're a black man, and as I've said earlier, and I will always continue to say, those statements aren't coming out of a vacuum. This ideology isn't coming out of a vacuum. There are people that our women are listening to that's causing and creating much of the divide that we're talking about. And they're supporting them, they're working together, they're looking out for each other. And then when it comes to politics, they vote in alignment. So when you are a black man, still in 2025, thinking that the women who think this way and whose minds are captured you are on the same team with them, you are not. You are not. And you should know it every time something comes up that involves a man or a woman. What's the women that vote that way? Who do they side with? Who's always the victim? Who's innocent until proven guilty? Is it we got to wait to the evidence, or is it believe all women? Which by default means disbelieve all men. You have to wake up to that reality. I don't know how many ways I gotta say it to people. It's not that the Republicans and conservatives are so amazing. What I'm suggesting is that type of stuff, that type of vicious, nasty attitude towards black men specifically, we can no longer say that this is only happening amongst white people and on the far right. There are black women who vote and follow every slogan, every trend, every talking point, and it's anti-family, anti-men, anti-boys, and anti-black boys in the womb. When you get that and realize that, a lot of the prescriptions that men are making in this space, and the reason why we're raising the alarms right now, is because if you don't listen to us now, as ladies, and separate yourself from the women that act this way and talk this way, you're going to be left to end up being like all the women that's giving all this feedback and advice to everybody else, but doesn't even have the outcomes they want relationally. You're going to be older, you're still going to be on your own, and...
All right, we got to hear this again. Thank you so much, Reaper. Shout out to Death the Reaper for 20 memberships. I appreciate you, boo, as always.
You're awesome.
Stream sponsor, I appreciate you. If you got a card of membership, please make sure you thank Death the Reaper. Shout out to all the channel members. I appreciate you. Shout out to everyone that is here. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Let me go ahead and update this. But I hear what he's saying, but I want to hear it again. Because, you know, I done already said white liberal women need to go over here, child, because y'all are not helping. But
This is amazing.
These pros love them so much. And it's like, you don't see, they went and they voted again with their men, and they voted for Trump. And y'all not as mad at them as you are mad at black men, the few that voted for Trump. They left y'all yet again. Y'all continue to say, yeah. You think women is the word? There is no sisterhood. Women don't like each other. Is this thing on? Women don't like each other. Do I need to put it in Morse code? You got it? Maybe I need to bring out the deaf rapper. Women do not like each other. So you can sit up here and believe, oh my God, they're with us. Oh my God, we're going to have a woman president. You're never going to have a woman president. Good luck to your mind. Get over it. It's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I got a couple more presidential elections to be a part of. Ain't gonna happen, Captain. But y'all, what the hell do I know? Y'all sit up here and listen to each other's bullshit and then go and believe it wholeheartedly. Look like a fucking fool every single time. Do it over again. Shout out to wash, rinse, and fucking repeat. And with the black people, it's the fucking banana tailpipe.
This is amazing.
Lucy and the football. But y'all continue to do that same shit over and over and over again. Losing and losing and losing. Putting faith in a white woman, and then you turn around talking about they racist. Listen, liberal white bitches, I just think y'all crazy. You might be racist, you might not, I don't give a fuck. You crazy, you ain't got no fucking sense, you ain't got no business telling us what the fuck we need to do. The people that need to tell us what to do is people like us. Y'all don't want to listen. Keep doing the same shit. Your kids ain't growing up to do shit but be bastard asses. Then those heifers on that call thing over here talking about being black babies, but you can't stand black men. Ain't no immaculate conception around here. Immaculate concept some white man to impregnate your ass. What the fuck are we talking about? What are we, stupid? There's too many stupid people. I can't take it. What is that movie with the little boy that says, I see dead people? With Bruce Willis. I say I see stupid people. That's our new saying.
This is amazing.
I see stupid people. I see them. I tell y'all. Bitches don't like other bitches. Especially if they have something that they want. Bitches keep bitches single. Y'all don't like to hear this shit. And you know deep down in the back of your fucked up mind, you know it's true. But you still want to believe some dumbass shit. Maybe that's what Trent is talking about when he's talking about the Disney fantasy shit, right? Y'all still want to believe, I still believe. Whoever sing that song. And y'all over here in fantasy fucking land, over there on Fantasy Island, looking crazy, saying dumb shit, in the same spot. If you in the same spot right the fuck now as you were last damn year, still out here talking about the eggs is high, the milk is high, you can't afford shit, about to be kicked the fuck out, can't afford this, can't afford that, waiting for the fucking government to take care of your ass while turning around talking about you strong and independent. Nah, you just strong and probably Armstrong. Shout out to those that know what that means, okay? Shout out to Generation X, child. We the best, child. The last good generation. Sorry, millennials. Y'all all right. Y'all all right on our end, but the lower ones, good luck to y'all. You're going to need it. Thank you again, Reaper. I see you. I appreciate you. Again, if you did get a membership, please make sure you thank Death the Reaper. Thank you, boo. Shout out to Tip Network up in here. Thank you so much. Always good to see you. He said, I felt a rumble in the forest. Show enough. Sis is here killing it. Greetings, my fellow polite savage. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you again. Deadass, I'm crying, but I ain't lying. Rhyme time. It's rhyme time. Thank you so much, Hannah. I appreciate you. Chemical 10, 11, 12. Listen, I got to count. Don't come. Wait, is that 5? X is 10. All right, 12. Don't come for me, y'all. Don't come for me. He said, incitement to genocide is an international crime. Inciting, encouraging the commission of genocide, prosecute those Black women. The problem is that nobody's going to go against a woman. That's the problem. I'm all for it. I'm all for kids. I don't care. I'm all for kids being prosecuted and going to jail when they out here doing the stupid ass shit that they doing. Nobody is holding them accountable, so they gonna keep doing it. I'm for all these biatches that are low messing all these kids. They supposed to be the damn teachers, and they over here trying to get it in, and then they now getting it in front of their own kids. So God knows what the hell they doing when they go home with their own kids. Them asses need to be prosecuted and going to jail too. They need to bring back DP in more states or do some shit like they do over in China or something like that. Because, child, all the people that complain about these here United States can't do most of this shit nowhere the fuck else. I don't care what nobody say. Go on over there to Russia and do that shit. Go on over there to China and do this shit. Let's see what happens. Anyway, I want to hear what Jeff was saying, though. Let me rewind it just a little bit more. Shout out to Ask a Brother podcast.
That our women are listening to, that's causing and creating much of.
Oh, shit. Kendra Gilliams, let's go back a little bit more. Come on, child.
Unless you look at it through the lens as this. There are white, liberal, extreme feminists that are anti-Black and are racist, that are female supremacists, that our Black women see as allies and vote just alike.
Fools! Fools, I tell ya! They definitely not gonna listen to you, hun. But it's clear and obvious. Even if they're not racist, it doesn't even matter whether they're racist or not. They are not for us. Y'all don't see it. What about those, I saw another video today of one of those dudes that just go around asking all these protesters that want to sit up here and say, we want all the people to come here to America. They should stay in America, be in America. We don't care, stay here. It's not right because of their Trump derangement syndrome, if you ask me. And as soon as he says, so how many will you take into your home? Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, now you want to say no? How many are you going to house? How many are you going to take care of? Oh, no. Those motherfuckers are just out here to cause chaos. Hello? Or I guess y'all not paying attention to that. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. Of course y'all not paying attention to that. Because all you got to do is hear something that makes you feel good and you just going to go along with it. No vetting, no looking into anything. Just like them dummies in the ATL scam, which I don't think it's a fucking scam. The lady in the ATL with the real estate shit. You got a whole ass realtor going to another fucking state paying $25,000 to learn how to invest, bitch. That's your job. I'm really a man, y'all. In case you didn't know, I'm really a man. That's why they don't like me.
So until we come to grips with that these women exist, they are not little. And sometimes the attitude and the disrespect and the vitriol and the hatred, there's a spectrum. You got it where it's just talking back. You got it too, they don't respect your authority. So you have these extreme cases and examples where they say, I can't wait for them to be the next George Floyd. We ain't protesting this time. Regardless of where they are on the spectrum, they're getting their marching orders from white, liberal women that are female supremacists and are misandrous, and they hate Black men and men people.
And these be the pro-Blacks that be over there with their asses. Make it make sense. Them 3 girls over there. I guess it's 4 now. Y'all be siding with these motherfuckers and they keep doing the same shit over and over and over again. Just like voting for Democrats over and over and over again, and don't nothing ever change. And y'all, the rest of the people listening, the 92% and anybody else listening to these motherfuckers that are leading you down the wrong fucking path, and all they do is get rich. And y'all in the same place asking the government to help you with fucking food. Child, if y'all don't go to hell.
Period. So just to clarify, if you're a Black man, and as I've said earlier, and I will always continue to say, those statements aren't coming out of a vacuum. This ideology isn't coming out of a vacuum. There are people that are women, that our women are listening to, that's causing and creating much of the divide that we're talking about. And there's
That's where Kendra Gilliam's come in. Y'all out here following and listen to a woman that ain't in a relationship, ain't been in a relationship, scammed in the last relationship, ain't never been married, while y'all allegedly looking for a fucking relationship, following someone that's happily single, allegedly. Make it make sense, stupid.
They're supporting them. They're working together. They're looking out for each other. And then when it comes to politics, they vote in alignment. So when you are a black man, still in 2025, thinking that the women who think this way and whose minds are captured you are on the same team with them, you are not. You are not. And you should know it every time something comes up that involves a man or a woman. What's the women that vote that way? Who do they side with? Who's always the victim? Who's innocent until proven guilty? Is it we got to wait to the evidence, or is it believe all women? Which by default means disbelieve all men. You have to wake up to that reality. I don't know how many ways I gotta say it to people. It's not that the Republicans and conservatives are so amazing. What I'm suggesting is that type of stuff, that type of vicious, nasty attitude towards black men specifically, we can no longer say that this is only happening amongst white people and on the far right. There are black women who vote and follow every slogan, every trend, every talking point, and it's anti-family, anti-men, anti-boys, and anti-black boys in the womb. When you get that and realize that, a lot of the prescriptions that men are making in this space, and the reason why we're raising the alarms right now, is because if you don't listen to us now as ladies and separate yourself from the women that act this way and talk this way, you're going to be left to end up being like all the women that's giving all this feedback and advice to everybody else, but doesn't even have the outcomes they want relationally. You're going to be older. You're still going to be on your own. And my recommendation to everybody else is invest in pet food, invest in drug companies that make antidepressants and antipsychotics, because these women are going to be supporting those businesses very much so.
Ain't that what Kevin said? Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. Ain't that what Kevin Samuels said? That somebody else may have said it too, child. Ooh, Purina. What are the other ones? I don't know. I don't have any animals. Invest. Oh no, listen to listen to Pastor Jamal Bryan sell your stock. He gonna help y'all out. I'm sure. Buy black, only buy black. Where am I supposed to get toilet paper from? Don't worry about it, just buy black. Okay. Over some fucking DE&I. Child, please.
That's another thing I do want to touch on real quick. There's this, every time I go online, women specifically want to talk about the male loneliness epidemic. Like, they're the only ones ever talking about this. And
oh yeah, there's a male loneliness epidemic. They want to make sure they put out some bad stuff about y'all all the time. Y'all lonely, you ain't got shit, you ain't got no women, you ain't having no ex, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing it. Remember the lady from the other day when I did that panel over on ARP? And she was like, black men, I guess, are just trying and rushing to get married, and black women don't want to be married. Okay.
And it brought me to an article about women's depression, and how modern women today have higher levels of depression on antidepressant pills more than any other women in previous generations. And I'm like, why isn't there more coverage about that? You know what I mean? They want to paint this false narrative that women are so happy.
Because it's usually women who are writing those articles, and they're never going to go against them. That's why, in my opinion.
Happy, and if they're happy without men, but then you look at the statistics and you see that most women in modern society is depressed, stress levels is high, on antidepressant pills, but they want to fixate on male loneliness epidemic. Men are lonely, like they the only.
Not to keep interrupting, but if they're on all these antidepressants, which I can, I guess it's true. I don't know. I've not seen that, right? Then that means that you are participating in making the drug companies money, and y'all just sat up here and said that it's not right, it's not fair, and the medical situation, and you don't want them to be in your business and making all that money because they really don't care about you. Oh, until you need some antidepressants, or you need some Ozempic, or you need some BBL, then all of a sudden the doctors is all good in the hood, huh? Interesting how that works.
No one's ever talking. I don't hear no other men talking about they lonely. Like, it's the women trying to convince other men that they are lonely, and they want to keep having these conversations about.
Sassy straights, y'all lonely? Bueller, all in. Sassies, are y'all lonely? Bueller. Anybody? Bueller.
Avoiding the conversation about them being depressed. Like, what's your thoughts on that topic?
Well, Scott Galloway, he's doing a pretty decent job of trying to bring attention to the male loneliness epidemic, how boys and men are struggling in society. But even when he tries to do it in the presence of women, they end up doing a lot of what you kind of discussed. They minimize it. They shame the men. They operate from a philosophical viewpoint of, if you see women as depressed and your life's not working out, your conclusions are going to be that if I'm anxious, if I'm depressed, if life isn't going the way that I thought it should have been by now, it has to be because of the men. That's their foundational philosophical conclusion. That's how they operate. That's how they move. That's why they don't apologize. That's why they struggle with taking accountability, because they've been conditioned to think that everything that happens in life that's good is because of me and women, and everything that's bad that happens is because of a man or the men that's in my life. When you understand that, that's why you can have horrible mothers, but you don't describe them as deadbeat mothers. And that's why you have narrative.
I do. I'll do it. I volunteer for tribute. Good mamas is what we call them.
The feminization of culture has shaped every single area, and you start learning this from the moment you come out the womb as a boy and a man. One of your earliest lessons of how to view this is when it came to hitting as a kid, who don't you hit as a boy?
A girl.
That mentality is what they took and added steroids to it over the last 10, 15 years.
You're right. Yeah, great analogy.
So although it's wrong for both of us, it's more wrong when the man doesn't. And
they use that shit with everything now.
So when you take that concept and now apply it in every major area, they're not y'all try to do the whole, when you ask women about equality and fairness, they're using two totally different lenses.
For sure.
All right. So it's not that they're not, believe it or not, it's not that they tangibly see it as a contradiction. It's that I have a set of prescription reading glasses over here, and I have a set of dark shade sunglasses over here. When a woman's done it, this is how I view it. And when a man's done it, this is how I view it. That's why when Halle Berry has to pay all this money, when Mary J. Blige has to pay all this money, when there's discussions about Cardi being Offset and the potential for her to pay all, it's disgusting. That's wrong. Why would you have to pay for another adult every talking point we made?
He's not a real man if he accepts alimony.
It's because they have totally different standards. They can hear that and they'll come up with explanations, and just some of them will come up with explanations and just, well, what happened to them? They were hurt. You'll see it with cheating. If cheating is one of the worst things a man can do, and they say he's disgusting, his life should be ruined, everything should be taken from him. But then you find out they got homegirls that cheated, that's still in their life as friends.
For sure.
Well, he wasn't doing this and she was unhappy. When you realize this as a man, this is what I call red pill. This is what they hate. All you're doing is saying the truth about the reality of how men and women tend to operate. If she's too far to the left in her mentality, she will always elevate the female in a scenario that involves a man.
Gotcha.
Once you'll see it with the double standards with interracial relationships. You'll see it with double standards with abuse. You mentioned abuse earlier. You don't know that it's actually more bidirectional and that it's often more initiated from women?
I believe that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Think of it this way.
Shout out to him for all of that. We already know. We already know. We as we watch these videos, it's obvious and clear. And then that's why they get all mad about the shit that we talk about and start with this, you a white supremacist and you black male identified child. I could give a shit about your thoughts because I don't know you and I don't give a fuck what you think. If you can think however you want to think, then I can think however I want to think. But y'all don't see that either. It's always this hypocritical double standard with people who don't use that thing between their ears. Because they too busy thinking that they in charge of something, ain't in charge of nothing, losing on a daily basis and refuse to see it. So they get lower and lower on the totem pole, especially for black women. And that's why we keep coming up on these stupid ass lists. Like y'all can't see and hear the fucking stats. Oh yeah, now stats aren't a thing. Child, like whoever just said, I forget who just said it, don't have a lot of friends. Child, y'all already know. Child, y'all already know. And I didn't need to wait until YouTube to know that bitches ain't shit and they ain't my fucking friends. And that's why I don't have them, period. Shout out to Yahoo, child. I ain't saying the rest of that. Yahuda, the Lion King? Yahoo, the Lion Child, Yahoo, thank you, Boo, for being honest and letting us know, saying that he's lonely but not looking for a parasite to extract any extra money I may earn and only return complaints about what else the desire. No, thank you. There you go. Good for you. Good for you. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, or all this, I got a degree. You still dumb? I got a degree. I've been educated. You dumbicated, child. You're not smart at all. You're not smart at all and no common sense. You can't even hear the words that are coming out of your own stupid ass mouth, just like he said. The hypocrisy is in front of y'all's fucking face and you don't see it. Y'all don't do nothing wrong. That's cool. That's why you don't have no fucking relationships, or you're fucking single moms over and over and over again, or you sit up here to fight to cuss out your 1-year-old. I mean, the examples are a trillion, okay? Then you're mad at people who can be in a relationship or who can be married. You're jealous. At the end of the day, you're jealous. And instead of coming and asking and talking to someone who has been successful, you would rather double and triple down to your own detriment. Child, I promise you, we don't give a fuck.
Awesome.
Let me tell you one more again. I promise you, we don't give a fuck if you over there lonely on antidepressants with a cat, a dog, or a frog. We don't care. That's your life. While we over here happy with money, taking vacations, and not out here worrying about the eggs is high and the milk is high, even though we do worry about the eggs high and milk is high. We living in the same economy. We don't have to worry about when something happens that we will be able to take care of it, y'all. Y'all can't even pay for your kids' back to school shit. You can't pay for this, pay for that. But child, there was a long ass line for the latest Jordans though. Working on that video now. Because people prioritize what's important to them. So child, if that's what's important to y'all, we all for it. Come back on this internet complaining, whining, and crying. We're going to talk about you and we going to judge. Shout out to us. You don't like it, stay away from things you don't like. Just like them people talking about they want to AB black male babies. Well, if you stay away from black men and stop opening up them legs, you wouldn't have to worry about that. But you can't tell nobody nothing and they ain't got no fucking common sense. It's been proven throughout this whole damn video and many of the other videos we've seen. Keep doing it though. It's good for us, child. It's good for us. Shout out to Mr. Walker. I appreciate you, member, for 8 months. I see you, hon. He says, salute, sister. Keep cooking. Thank you so much, boo. I appreciate you, y'all. Please make sure you hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. Shout out to all of y'all who are here. Thank you for hanging in there. We are, we're not even at 2 hours. We doing good. We doing good, given how it started off so depressing. All right. Shout out to Didi. I appreciate you, boo. She said, have 1 million college degrees, but not 1 degree of common sense. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I got a degree. and now y'all are crying on the internet talking about you got a degree, but you can't get a job. Oh, well, keep bragging about your degree then, child. Oh, I know. It's all Donald Trump's fault. My bad. Where was my head? Because he's responsible for everything. Child, when that man is not president no more, what y'all gonna do?
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Going, you're being a racist. Racist.
Come on, child.
Way. If you remove men from the equation and you measure gay relationships between 2 men and 2 women, and even compare it to heterosexual, who's at the top? Women on women violence. They can get away with the narrative that we're the most abusive just because we're stronger.
Yeah.
So what I'm basically suggesting is that doesn't surprise me. I won't be shocked if it's not fake. And we've seen too many other instances for us to even doubt whether or not it is fake. The reality is there is a contingent of women that's growing, not just in the black community, but especially in the black community, that it's not about disliking black men or disliking some of their behaviors and the lack of accountability and structure and doing certain things the right way. It's that there's an actual hatred towards the men themselves. And my warning to men is it gets like this and gets this bad because when you simp, when you don't check behavior, when you give rings to women that don't deserve it, when you tolerate behavior that you shouldn't, this is the final form. It isn't going to lead to the outcome.
Hold on. Take that back. Take that back. Because for some of y'all are the problem. I'm sorry, Sassy Streets, but I'm not sorry. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Some of y'all are the fucking problem. All you motherfuckers that's over there on OF and making people millionaires overnight and shit that supports whoredom. Who would change? Who? Then you go and not even necessarily SYCBM or CBM like he says, but then y'all go along with it and you be wifing these people up and they be acting all weird and crazy. And y'all remember when y'all was, maybe not y'all, but y'all was taking these biatches out on these dates that's like $500 a night. Who? Are you married to that person? Why are y'all doing this? Y'all need box that damn bad? Whoo, Lord help your people. Then you give them grade A and then they go move on to the next one with the most money. I just don't understand how, and it's just me, maybe it's just me because I know biatches. How you can't tell?
This is amazing.
How you can't tell who's basically a see you next Tuesday that don't give a fuck about you? I don't understand. I feel like I can tell who don't give a fuck about me, but that's okay because I don't hang out with nobody anyway, child. Shout out to CIP though, he good. Shout out to Trent, he good. Shout out to Mike Love, he good. But you see what's in common with all them, they're males. No shade to the MSDs, okay? Because I'm just saying, I don't be dealing with women because I know they're conniving. They don't care. They want what they want. And they will lie, steal, and anything else in order to get what it is that they want. I'm telling you. That's why if you have some woman come stay with you and your husband, you and your boyfriend, you're a fool. If you freaking have them come over whenever they want to, whoever they want to, you're a fool. You bring them that close into your fold like that, and it's more than one person, like maybe one good friend, and you have them all close and everything over there with your whole ass husband. You a fucking fool. Ain't no way. Shout out to Will Quill. I appreciate you, boo. He said at this point, might as well invest in the decline. Vice and economy stocks might make for good diversification. Vice and Sheconomy. All right, I'm not getting a reference, but thank you. I appreciate you for the support. Shout out to classy young man up in here. I appreciate you. He said most of these women are in debt. Now look at you starting trouble. Mostly college debt, and so they blaming other people for that while they out here carrying on. I think, what did Trump say? Nursing ain't professional no more, so that y'all ain't borrowing so much money because the colleges, because that's what I never understood. Y'all, how y'all mad and can't afford shit? The colleges continue to go up. You keep borrowing money. Stupid. The fuck are you keep borrowing money for? You just want to be a professional fucking student and then be like, oh, I gotta pay it back. Yes, bitch, pay that shit back. No empathy. You signed on the dotted fucking line. I gotta pay my shit back, pay that shit back. Where'd you Biden at? Where'd you Biden at? That's why y'all, that's the real reason why they wanted Cam, y'all. I told y'all they wanted it for the woman aspect of it. I forget what I'm trying to say. The woman aspect of it, the alleged black person aspect of it. And then because they knew that they would allegedly get all this free stuff. You can't tell me nothing different. Remember that, man? I want to start a business and Kim said she's going to give me $50,000. Why don't y'all go to fucking work? What a novel idea. Again, shout out to Generation X, child. Because ain't nobody got time to be waiting around for nobody to do nothing. Ain't nobody got time to be waiting around for 20 years in order for someone to finally call you to say that you can get some damn Section 8. Sounding half damn crazy, child. Hold on a second. There you go.
This is
We like free stuff. Huh? So we came out here to get all this free stuff. Huh? But then the car saying, you can't get the free stuff. What? The people want to take it. And how y'all gonna take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's free.
So I got my 2 baskets and took the bus or whatever.
Wait a damn minute.
We get down here, we get some free stuff.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not just let us get the items and invest and be okay? We are black women. We care about our crown. Why not give back to the community and let us get the product? The tools, any other eviction.
Child, it's free. DRX, thank you, boo. He said a little something from the doc. Girl, I'm heading home from work, laughing my ass off and still paying my own light bill. Yes! Shout out to the Sassy Straights paying their own light bills. Where's my head been with that? Shout out to you, boo. I appreciate you. Y'all ain't shit, though. Out here just acting like you all that. You think you all that? Pay all my bills. You hear that once. I don't know why you would even continue to entertain some bitch that says that shit. Y'all ain't my lot in life. Good luck to y'all, though. Thank you so much, DRX. I appreciate you, boo. Shout out to Classy Young Man with the 10. Thank you, honey. Says, Morley, I don't agree with Bonnie Blue, but her creating that bang bus tour, Lord have mercy. This is where we are. All this degenerate behavior. Bang bus tour would have been the next evolution away from OF. She just did it in the wrong country. She had to pay $10. I think we said it ended up being like $10. They should have kept her. They should have kept her. Y'all, not y'all, don't realize how much freedom you have over here. Then you go over somewhere else, act like an asshole. Then you over there going to Dubai, and then you think somebody's supposed to have empathy and sympathy for you. All money ain't good money, but if you think it is, then go right ahead, because, child, that makes a great story for us. Anyway, shout out to y'all. Hit the like button for me. Let's finish this up.
Mentioned abuse earlier. You don't know that it's actually more bidirectional and that it's often more initiated from women?
I believe that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Think of it this way. If you remove men from the equation and you measure gay relationships between 2 men and 2 women and even compare it to heterosexual, who's at the top? Women on women violence. They can get away with the narrative that we're the most abusive just because we're stronger. So what I'm basically suggesting is that doesn't surprise me. I won't be shocked if it's not fake. And we've seen too many other instances for us to even doubt whether or not it is fake. The reality is there is a contingent of women that's growing, not just in the black community, but especially in the black community, that it's not about disliking black men or disliking some of their behaviors and the lack of accountability and structure and doing certain things the right way. It's that there's an actual hatred towards the men themselves. And my warning to men is it gets like this and gets this bad because when you simp, when you don't check behavior, when you give rings to women that don't deserve it, when you tolerate behaviors that you shouldn't, this is the final form. It isn't going to lead towards the outcome that you think because you keep rewarding bad behavior. You keep rewarding evil. and it's going to turn back against you in the end. If you keep aligning with them, if you keep sleeping with them, if you keep voting like them, this is why our community has gotten to the way that it's gotten. When are y'all going to wake the fuck up as men? If you are a black man still following in being led by women that think like this, which white feminists that talk like this and act like this, who do you think they align with? Black women that vote this way. Wake up. Wake the fuck up. I'm not saying that this is all women. I am saying the ideology that could even think like this is probably coming from the same group that thinks I don't need a man. I don't respect men. He got to earn my femininity. Why do I have to bring anything, or why you got to expect anything from me? Bring something to the table for what? That's where this shit starts, where you've already dehumanized you and now you're just a work mule. And then when it still doesn't work out, this is the end of where they get to. Where if we can't have you, if you're not marrying us, if you're not sticking around, if you have a kid, if you're dating out, well, now we're just going to talk to white male supremacists to see if they can do the job we can. That's what's really happening. So everybody else is claiming that I hate women. No, I'm trying to wake women up, black women up especially, and say, y'all better differentiate yourselves. Y'all better distinguish yourselves real quick, because the men that have options are not going to put their hand in a bucket of snakes and try to find out which one is poisonous.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, shout out to me yet again. Shout out to me yet again, child. I've been saying this, right? I already been saying this. And then they be mad in the comments. Be mad, be glad. I don't give a fuck. You do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. And make sure that I always, but y'all people know. Y'all, for me, I don't know about what y'all be doing with all these other people. But I'm just saying, y'all remember, these are the people that won't even smile. Oh, no. So these people think that slavery is taking care of your own shit. Girl, if you don't go to hell.
These women are everywhere. They're the ones that's pushing certain things. They're pushing certain agendas, and they're the ones that's divisive, and they're the ones that will prefer that men never become in the leadership role again, politically, socially, or familially. They are anti-men and anti-male leadership. If you don't see it, if you don't wake up, if you don't get it, that's why we are in the situation we're in. So you better listen to the people that you actually don't like what they have to say. Then keep listening to all the podcasts and all the platforms that's telling you what you want to hear, because they're just telling you sweet lies, and it's not changing your actual fucking life.
Take that. I ain't gonna hold you.
Listen, join a Patreon, man.
Yeah, this motherfucker with the Jordan Mean face right now, looking like, yo, he talking about me.
Yeah, listen, join the Patreon, man. We got the full episode with Jeff. That I promise y'all gonna need to tune in for. Dropping a lot of gems over there.
Maybe I'll join and find out and let y'all know. But shout out to this podcast, Del Rapper Crew. That's the brother. Shout out to them. Good stuff. I appreciate. I didn't know. There's probably more to that thing. I had no idea. But what Jeff is saying is absolutely true, which we already know right here, right? Especially the part about differentiation. That's why it's like y'all, like I keep saying, like y'all dumbasses, not y'all, over here listening to Kendra Gilliams. Kendra Gilliams is the exact example of what they're saying with what she's doing to MABW. She's the epitome of the type of woman that he just said. She cannot accept accountability. She cannot accept the fact that she lost. She cannot accept the fact that she's losing. She cannot accept the fact that she does not have control. And she's going to continue and continue and continue. And we only here for it because she's losing money and we know she's going to lose. That's it. She's taking it to the federal court at this point. It's a classic case of you not going to tell me. That's where all these sayings that I have come from. We already know this shit. Anybody that says that they all for that, all them people that still go over there, that's why I cut her out. She ain't getting shit from me. She ain't getting shit from me. I don't need that. We don't need that. For what? Y'all gonna be fools? That's okay. We can watch MABW or Carlito is cold. Carlito too cold. We can give them the views. I'm not giving that bitch shit. No, fuck her. But these people will go and listen to somebody that don't even have what the fuck it is that they allegedly are looking for. So really, at the end of the day, they're not looking for nothing except to find a SIMP, which is what Jeff just said, or to be over there just to say the stars, I'm a star, and still be alone crying. Then you get on TikTok whining about it. I'm just saying. I know I'm right. That's okay. I don't need nobody to co-sign me. I know what I'm talking about, y'all. My problems are not y'all's problems. Y'all out here saying one thing and doing the exact opposite of what the fuck it is that you saying. We seen a lot of the I think Hood conservative called it the reach back when them damn 40 days and 40 nights came up. how tables turn when you ask how to take care of yourself all the fucking way. Because if men don't stop just taking care of people, child, just out here throwing money around just because and making it seem like something like, what are you doing that for? Like, if you tricking off, then you tricking off. But that gives those people, you know, the ego and stuff to say, oh, I can do it. And then y'all stupid enough to believe it. So you're wasting your time. And everybody think they got all this damn time. Everybody think they got all this daggone time, right? Child, at the end of the day, life is too fucking short. You talking about you in your 20s, child, before you know you're in your 30s, child, before you know it, you're in your 40s. It don't take that long, trust me, child. But what the hell do I know? Anyway. That's it, y'all. That's all I got in me tonight. All right. But we'll be back tomorrow. Of course, you know, we'll have a show tomorrow. I see what's going on. Shout out to all of y'all sending me content. I'll take a look at your email. Queen of Vibes. I appreciate you. Shout out to Reaper, the stream sponsor. Appreciate. Look at who's here, child. A word. Woo! I have to go join the Patreon and get the rest of it, okay? Shout out to Ask a Brother Podcast in the building. Great work. Shout out to you and Daily Wrap-Up crew. That was an awesome video. Shout out to all of y'all that came through. I see you. I appreciate you. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Again, shout out to Reaper Stream sponsor, excuse me, with 20 memberships. If you got a membership, you don't know where it came from. It probably came from him. Make sure you go ahead and thank him. I appreciate you. Again, we back on tomorrow. Make sure you got your notifications on. We'll figure out something to talk about. All right. What we going out on? We already did Titties and Booties. Let's go ahead and dance to Beyonce. I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button for me. I see you all in the next one.
Joe Biden is asleep. Kamala is at a dance party with Beyonce. Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Beyonce. Party with Beyonce. Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Beyonce. Party with Beyonce. Carry on. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Hold up. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Party with Beyonce.